It's Hazel J, and this time I wanted to tell you about how I took a solo trip to Denver. I'm actually here right now, just finished sleigh riding, and it was an amazing experience. So I want to take you with me, show you some of the things I did, and let you know how much something like this would cost to do yourself or even with friends.
They said they wanted a bop. I was just popping my shit. I ain't even really mean to go pop. He was just begging to hit. I don't be giving you niggas a shot. I know he don't want me for me. I know he just want what I got. I know that she wanna be me, but she is not doing it well. I'ma go sleep with that Rick, then I'ma go cool in Chanel.
So after landing safely and picking up my car, first stop was Cakes by Evelyn, a local Denver cake maker that made my birthday cake. Then I hit the road for my 3-hour road trip to Aspen. This was like best of both worlds for me because I really love driving and road trips. Next stop in Aspen was Christie Sports, where I picked up my ski equipment, and honestly this was also a 10 out of 10 experience because they just made sure everything was fitted and right, and definitely will be renting from them until I get my own ski equipment. Of course, I stopped at Walmart so that I could get me a couple things for the Airbnb, including some birthday gifts, because why not? I got two vinyls that I wanted, and that is my custom cake made by Evelyn. Really dope. I got two Terrifier collectors, and I got an Insta camera that I really ended up returning because I just don't think I knew how to use it, and it was not very good quality. But I got a good night's sleep after that because I needed to be well rested and prepared for the ski resort the next morning. This was not even 30 minutes away, so I still enjoyed this drive on the way there, played some good music, and got mentally prepared to have some fun. I am really driving in the mountains. I feel like if you wake up to mountains every day, you're ungrateful. If you don't be in the awe with it every time, like, you ungrateful. Can they pick up? Is it snowing on top of some of these mountains right now? Gotta be. Because yesterday when I drove through, I went through snow for like 15 minutes, then sunshine. I'm like, not there's areas of snow. It makes sense why it's powder, as they call it, on all these different mountaintops, like random ones, because a lot of them are still green. Like this mountain looked like a nugget of weed. It just looked green with a little bit of like white sprinkled on it. And from over here, it's so even, it looks like flour. I really got up on time. I'm so proud of myself. Because Lord knows I'm not a morning person. Got the equipment in the bike. We really about to do this. Oh my God, Aspen. It's unbelievable how most of the mountains was just green and now it's white. It's time to ski, baby. Indeed, it was time to ski, and getting up to these gondolas was a task in itself, but it gave you a chance to get a little overview of the town and really enjoy the views of the snow. Like, I have sickly fell in love with the snow. Like, I love it. But skiing was super fun. You just had to be there, to be honest. And I wish I would have gotten more footage, but that's a goal for next time. This is a task. Oh my God. Having a ball though. Guys, oh my God, that was an adventure, okay? When I tell you I am beat, I find it so funny how I was winded in a lot of those clips, but it's because skiing, y'all, is a real it's a workout. Like that's the part they're not telling y'all. But now it was time to get out of my ski equipment and head to the next excursion, which was drum roll please, snowmobiling. And this was also super fun, so enjoy. Tea break. They're giving us hot chocolate tea, all the things. It's so cool. So the tea break was at the midpoint of this tour, which was about 2 hours, but we stopped, drank tea or coffee, talked a bit, took some photos, and got right back to the drive. My God. Y'all should have came. Y'all had to been here. I'm missing the earring. That's okay. The worst thing was me wiping out during skiing, like busting my ass. And a lot of work physically, like shit's tiring. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. Can't wait. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, after this, I went back to the Airbnb and slept for the night. But the party doesn't stop, so the next day I had the bright idea to go do a photo shoot before my next excursion. Whew. Only me, y'all. Only I will hike up into a random part of the mountains just to get some good photos. Only me. Okay, back to the photo shoot. That noise sound like it's getting closer. I just want to get my pictures. Oh my God. All right. Photos was a success. I love finding. Oh, okay. Snow in my pocket. I love finding good spots that are not necessarily legal, but still good spots to take photos. I love it. This walk up here was pretty steep, but I'm just gonna follow my trail down, which is the same trail some animal must have did because I saw the footprints when I was on my way up here, and I heard hella knocking. Shit. Should I just slide down, y'all? I feel like I should just, yep, sliding down. God. Okay. Did I get all that? Fucking Colorado owes me nothing. Okay. Time to go on a sleigh ride. But first, I gotta get back to my Airbnb, change clothes, and head there. Okay, bye. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to take your own pictures. Like, don't get in the habit of hiring a photographer. Like, take your own pictures. My pictures came out so good as they always do, and people don't believe me when I tell them I did it myself. And I get mostly green like a salad. If going from mayhem to majestic is your thing, just go ahead and subscribe now. Hi. Yes, please. please. Whipped cream, please. And a little bit of chocolate on the top. Y'all, Golden Horseshoe is a vibe. Like, it's so cozy. They give us hot chocolate, unlimited hot chocolate. The ride was so beautiful. 10 out of 10. But let's get into the details of the excursions and costs. Okay, y'all. The sleigh ride was great. I feel like it went by so fast, and I checked the time and it really was 45 minutes, y'all. Maybe my conception of time right now is a little off. I did have an edible. That could be why. Lip gloss check. We need to add some darkness to this. This is a darker shade of NYX. Don't know. But yeah, so far the trip has been amazing. Okay, so let me go over what I paid for everything. For skiing, it was $274 for my Aspen card and a pass to go on the lifts and the gondolas. Aspen Snowmass, it was just top 10 out of 10 would recommend. You gotta actually go skiing. Like, don't go to the slopes and just be at the bar. Unless you got a reason to not do it, you gotta do it. Like, it's so fun going down them hills so fast. Like, oh my God, 10 out of 10. Then snowmobiling, that's like ATV but on a snowmobile. Super duper fun, also 10 out of 10. That I paid $386. I was a solo rider. There was some people there that rode their friends. Like, I seen these girls, they was also from I seen these girls and it was like 6 of them and they rode in pairs. Yeah, so that was pretty pricey, but the tour was 2 hours, so can't beat that. Got to go through the mountains. We reached about 11,000 feet. We got to see the Maroon Bell Mountains, which is like these 5 mountains peeking out. Just great experience. I would highly recommend them. I went with Lazy T7. I'll drop everything in the description. Now, the sleigh riding was one of them for the books, for sure. It was $386. Just finished up my ride. But they offered sleighs like this, but I thought it just looked very Christmassy, very Santa-like. And I was like, yeah, we gonna pay a little more bang for our buck. So I went ahead and got the private romantic sleigh ride for one, please. But no, that's what I called instead. It was an experience, 45 minutes through the woods, and actually they asked if you want special requests, and I was like, yeah, can I have the black horse? Like, I want the blackest one in the room. I want the blackest one in the forest.
The white girl with the 2 ponytails and the glasses. And bitch, don't think cause you white you got up there. Your skin color did not help you, ho. I want the blackest bitch in the room. You are nothing compared to them.
And when I came here, I was a little flustered because I was late. I was like 15 minutes late. Technically, I was like 45 minutes late because they wanted us to be here 30 minutes early. And your girl got here 15 minutes after the real start time. But they still were so patient. The tour guides, they were so nice. When I arrived, I came through. It was a cozy cabin and they had the black horse on the other side of the cabin waiting for me, honey. Yes. I brought my birthday cake. The woman, Jen, was so nice. I took a selfie with her. She definitely just treated me like the birthday girl. Like, I just felt like it was a 10 out of 10 experience. And that was with Golden Horseshoe sleigh rides. And I got all my itineraries printed out because I'm just that printed out girl. Like, I need to see it on paper. I don't want to be going looking through my phone. Mind you, I'm in the mountains, so my signal has went out here at least 20 times. But yeah, hopefully y'all like all the videos. I still have dinner tonight. I'll drop everything in the description and hope you guys enjoy my mini vlog of how I took a solo trip to Aspen. Thanks for watching. They knew I was here. They playing Rihanna. Aside from me not changing into my dinner outfit, I have no complaints about this trip. Like, I did a little private happy birthday with myself, made a wish, and I just had the best birthday experience, y'all. Oh, and here's the added gem. If you're ever near Carbondale or Glenwood Springs, you gotta stop at Sweet Colorado, y'all. They have good breakfast and like specialty donuts. I'm originally from Chicago, where there's a lot of donut shops that have been around since that are older than me, you know. But these donuts were like something I never had before. They were like layered and crispy, but still soft, and they had different flavors. Just amazing. They gave me a free donut, and if you ask for the soup of the day, no matter what day, no matter who you are, they're going to give you a free shot of tequila. So definitely ask for that when you get there. So shout out to Sweet Colorado because a girl didn't even have to go on her wallet. And free stuff is cool, but it really hits different on your birthday. So next up for me was actually winding down and preparing to leave. I went back to the Airbnb where I had some filming hiccups because the whole time there was no audio recorded in these videos back at the Airbnb, but just shows you to keep going no matter what, make it work, you know? I couldn't have done this trip without my tripod and definitely without my water. And of course, before I headed back to the airport, I wanted to get a little more content and do a little bit more sightseeing because I wanted to really use the time and take advantage of all the scenery and certain parts that I did not get to see because I just passed it on the 3 hour drive to Aspen. So definitely don't be afraid to take those solo trips. You might make memories that you will never forget. And honestly, I have done this way more than I filmed it. So if you guys like this video and have some other location ideas, just let me know and I might give it a try. This was kind of like up there. It was up there. It's one of my, it's not my most expensive endeavor though, because y'all seen the special effects school. That was like $24,000. And yeah, so this was definitely an adrenaline rush type of experience, and like it's just been a ball. Check out my Instagram at Hazel J for the pictures because they came out cute. All right, just got off the Hertz shuttle bus. It is time to go back home. I've got my cake, everything I need. And I'm gonna try and hurry and make my flight. So like, share, and subscribe if you agree to me putting you all in my business from here on out. Bye.